Hi everyone, Caroline here. Thank you so much for joining me again. Today we're going to have some fun and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a floating card. And I'm going to be using the new Stamps by Me Delicate Stitch collection, which are these beautiful, absolutely beautiful papers, which is all like embroidered. And can you see? Take you through these and you can see them. That's one I've used. These are all the bits of extras you get that you can cut out. Look at that, and you see this beautiful one that's at the sea, by the side of the sea. Look at this with the sea waves, all embroidery and threads, all done with threads. So if you like sewing or embroidery, this is a beautiful kit to have. That's lovely. It's like the sea waves, but it's all done with embroidery thread. It's lovely. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's absolutely adorable. So I've chosen one of these for doing this card. Now, with this bundle, I'll leave a link for it. You get the die set, which makes the hoop for if you're doing an embroidery hoop, and it's also got one for a sewing machine, so you can cut a sewing machine out if somebody likes sewing and stitching, or even embroidery on an embroidery machine, you know. And then you get this set that's got the scissors in, needle and thread, thimbles, spools, a safety pin, buttons. It's really lovely, and all extra little bits. And you get a stamp set, which is the flowers, all done like cross stitch. And I did a tag with this that said thanks so much on it, which I sent out with something I'd made for someone. And you get you're so kind and I love you. It's really nice. And you also get I cut one of these out. I've used one of these. But you get all these as well, these sentiments to cut out and use. So it really is a lovely set. So what I've used is to make my floating card is I've used heavy duty clear acetate sheets, and these I got off at Amazon by Habercrafts, and they're a good thick 240 micron. So that's what you really want. You really want it strong, and they call it construction acetate, so you may have heard about that. So what I've done is I cut with the die. I've cut out the hoop, and I've cut out one of the beautiful papers, and I've cut out the needle, and I've cut it in half so that it looks like it's threaded through. Can you see that? You see that? Now, obviously, when I folded the acetate over, what you've got to do is cut it to the size you want. Obviously, it's about 12 inches long. It's A4, so 11 and a half, or 12, almost 12 inch. And then I've cut this as a 6x6, so which is made for a lovely, lovely card. Now, the only thing with acetate is, obviously, it's very difficult to find a glue that will stick and stay stuck. So I use red tape. This is the red tape, and I get mine from Every Craft's a Bargain. They're very good on there. And so obviously I've got that one. So when you open it, because it's floating and you know you can't you can see right through it, when you turn over you don't want to see all that on the back. So what I've done is I've done an extra one, and that will be glued over the top of it like that. And then on this side I've done a happy birthday, and again on the back of that I've done one with a cutout of some of that embroidery paper and my name on the back. So I'm going to stick those on and show you how I do that. Feel free, it does take a while getting this red tape off, so feel free to fast forward if you don't want to sit and watch me do this. You can come on the Stamps by Me group, which is the Eureka Stamps by Me fan group, and you can share your makes on there. I'll put a link for that group for you. So just sort of decide where it is central on there. Because once this red tape goes down, it's down like that. There's no lifting it off. So that's the only thing with red tape. Also with acetate, you've got to be careful. It's a little bit static. So don't have a lot of glitter about on your desk. You know, have a good clean before you make a start. I'm doing this on black so that you can see it, because it is difficult on white to actually see the acetate. But it does make a lovely floating card when it's done. So that's down. So now I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to put this one to cover that on there. And again, you're going to have, I've got to be really careful to make sure that that is perfectly in where I want it, because it's sticky stuff, this red stuff, but it's brilliant for acetate. And I think the floating cards like this are really unusual for people to get, and they do stand up very well. And when they're stood up, you know, on the mantelpiece or sideboard or shelf or wherever you have them, it looks like it's floating, hence the floating card. So make sure that's exactly where I want it. I'll put that down. And then that's covered the back there. Showing a little bit of white there, but it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. But can you see how well that stands? It's good, isn't it? It's clever. Very clever. And then, obviously the happy birthday inside. Take off the tape for that. This is the tricky part, getting this in line. The back one is easy because you can line that one up as well. But, you know, don't worry if you... Even if you do your circle a tiny little bit smaller, you know, you can do that, and you're sure it's not going over the edge. I didn't have a circle that was just that little bit smaller than the hoop, so I've had to go for more or less the same size. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there like that, so that it's lined up with that. Pop that down and press it down. So that's how I did that. Can you see? And then the back, covering all that tape up. So you need 4 circles, as well as your let me just put this on. I stamped on the wrong side. So you can see my mistake here. And again, it's very static, that red tape. And again, get that really lined up on there, and then pop it down like that. So there you've got your card. It's a floating card, stands up like that. When you open it, like I say, it is static stuff, so whatever you've got on your desk, be careful. Open it up. You've got a lovely design inside. You've got your happy birthday, and on the back you've got your paper again, and your name if you've got it, or whatever you want to stamp on the back. You know, it could just be another sentiment. So enjoy your day. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and you'll have a go at making your own floating card. And thanks very much for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.